and followed by the Vice Minister of Home Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Mrs. Ribka Halu, along with the Governor of East Nusa Tenggara Province, Mr. Emmanuel Melquiades Lakalena. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, to begin our program, let us stand and sing together of the national anthem of the Republic of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Please be seated. Thank you.
Amid the waves that connect us, Indonesia and the Pacific nations share one bond, a living cultural heritage passed down from our ancestors to today's generation. From dances that move with the rhythm of nature, to weaving and crafts that preserve stories, to culinary traditions that nurture taste and identity, every tradition is a language of kinship that transcends borders. Yet today, the world faces shared challenges. Climate change, sustainability, and the future of the next generation, calling us to stand together. Through technology, cultural heritage continues to live, even as our lands face new challenges. Through culture, we find ways to dialogue, to collaborate, and to innovate. Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025 emerges as a meeting ground. Artists, artisans, and communities from across the Pacific gather in Kupang, East Nusa Tenggara Province, Indonesia. We will witness cultural exhibitions, cross-national artistic performances, alongside workshops and residencies that bring together culinary arts, crafts, and performing arts. Here, we celebrate diversity, strengthen bonds of kinship, and affirm our commitment to a sustainable future.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Namo Budaya, Salam Kebajikan, Om Swastiastu, interpreted as may peace and happiness always upon us. A very good morning, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to welcome everyone to the opening ceremony of the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025, celebrating shared culture and community wisdom. May I have a big round of applause for all of us. Thank you very much. It is an honor. My name is Putri Gorda to be the MC for this lovely morning. First and foremost, please allow me to convey my gratitude and warm welcome to His Excellency Dr. Fadlizon MSc, the Minister of Culture of the Republic of Indonesia. Welcome, Pak. Also to Excellencies, Ministers and Head of Delegations from Republic of Fiji, Republic of Marshall Islands, Republic of Nauru, New Caledonia, Republic of Palau, Independent State of Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Kingdom of Tonga, Tuvalu, Republic of Vanuatu, Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. And also would like to extend our gratitude and warm welcome to Mr. Emmanuel Melquiades Lakalena, the Governor of East Nusa Tenggara Province, and of course to all delegates and participants who have come together here today to take part of the opening of the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia and the Pacific nations are united by a rich maritime heritage that has long connected our cultures, values, and communities. Through the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025, we celebrate this shared legacy by strengthening cultural networks, fostering dialogues and appreciations, empowering communities through creativity and collaboration. And this program also supports the Global Culture 2030 goal by promoting sustainability, inclusivity, and also the preservation of our natural and cultural heritage. And together, we affirm that culture is not only our identity, but also our strength and resilience for the future. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, to commence our program for this morning, we would like to invite the Honorable Governor of East Nusa Tenggara Province to deliver the welcoming remarks. I would like to present to you Mr. Emmanuel Melquiades Lakalena.
Good morning. Yang terhormat Menteri Kebudayaan Republik Indonesia, Bapak Dr. Fadlizon, beserta semua pimpinan dari Kementerian Kebudayaan yang dibawa lengkap oleh beliau. Kita berikan tepuk tangan dulu buat Pak Menteri Kebudayaan, Pak Dr. Fadlizon. Delegasi dari negara peserta IPACS, the Honorable, the Minister of Culture of the Republic, the Minister for Tourism, Art and Culture of the Independent State of Papua New Guinea, Mr. Beldenor Melnama, and all delegation. The Minister for Youth, Sport, Culture and Citizenship of New Caledonia, Mr. Michael Baru, and all delegation. The Minister for Culture and Tourism of the Solomon Islands, Ms. Choi Lin Yin Douglas. The Minister for Culture of the Republic of Fiji, Mr. Ifremim Fasu, and all delegation. And the all head of delegation. Selamat datang juga Ibu Wakil Menteri Dalam Negeri, Ibu Ripka. Tadi Pak Menteri, dan kami sempat cek Bu Wamen, ini pasti lagi ada pergerakan tambahan ini. Yang saya hormati Ketua DPRD Provinsi NTT, Sri Kandi, Ibu Emi Nomleni, pimpinan Forkopimda yang hadir pada hari ini dari unsur TNI Polri, dari Binda, Wali Kota Kupang, Bupati Kupang, dan seluruh tamu undangan dari pada hari ini, para pejabat dari berbagai kementerian lembaga yang hadir pada hari ini, para narasumber, para kurator residensi, dan seluruh peserta, all partisipan dari Kepulauan Solomon, Fiji, Tonga, Kaledonia Baru, Vanuatu, Tuvalu, Palau, Kiribati, Papua New Guinea, Nauru, dan juga 10 provinsi yang hadir pada hari ini dari se-Indonesia. Singkatnya, seluruh tamu undangan yang berbahagia, insan pers, para aktivis dan penggerak berbagai komunitas kebudayaan yang hadir pada hari ini. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam, salve, Om Swastiastu, Namo Budaya. Salam sehat bagi kita semua. Puji dan syukur kita panjatkan kehadirat Tuhan Yang Maha Kuasa, karena atas kasih dan perkenannya, kita semua dapat berkumpul dalam keadaan sehat sejahtera untuk mengikuti opening ceremony IPACS 2025 dengan tema Celebrating Share Culture and Community Wisdom. Atas nama masyarakat dan pemerintah Provinsi NTT, saya menyampaikan selamat datang di Provinsi NTT di Kota Kupang, pintu gerbang Indonesia menuju Pasifik, tempat laut, budaya, dan sejarah bertemu. On behalf of the people of government of East Nusa Tenggara, I once again extend my warmest welcome to Kupang, the gateway of Indonesia to the Pacific, where sea, culture, and history meet. Hadirin yang saya hormati, momentum IPACS 2025 amat penting sebagai ajang budaya berskala internasional yang mempertemukan Indonesia dengan negara-negara yang dihubungkan oleh Samudra Pasifik. Kegiatan ini wujud sinergi yang mempererat budaya di antara negara-negara yang berada di kawasan Pasifik. Dengan mengusung tema Celebrating Shared Culture and Community Wisdom, forum ini kami anggap penting memperkenalkan budaya Nusa Tenggara Timur secara langsung maupun 10 provinsi yang ada di Indonesia yang berbatasan dengan Pasifik, sekaligus memperkuat soft diplomasi Indonesia dengan negara-negara Pasifik. Karena itu kami berharap kegiatan ini melahirkan pertukaran gagasan dan ide cerdas untuk membangun kebudayaan secara spesifik, memanfaatkan kearifan lokal, menjaga ekologi dan iklim, tradisi dan inovasi budaya, dan sebagai kekuatan ekonomi berkelanjutan. Ini termasuk bagaimana budaya lokal dapat berkontribusi dalam keseimbangan ekologis dan juga menjadi pendorong ekonomi melalui industri kreatif yang juga masuk dalam visi misi kami di Nusa Tenggara Timur. Di NTT kami punya program yang sejalan dengan tema kali ini. Kami punya program One Village, One Product. Satu desa, satu kelurahan memiliki satu pusat keunggulan produk yang bisa diandalkan. Kami punya juga sekarang namanya NTT Mart, di mana tempat untuk kita bisa menampilkan kekayaan dari One Village One Product di pasar yang kita ciptakan sendiri. Dan juga sekarang kami memperkenalkan kuliner NTT melalui dapur Flobamora, dapur NTT. Semuanya berbasis pada pengetahuan dan komunitas lokal. Dari pemahaman dan juga pengalaman tersebut, melalui IPACS kali ini, kami berharap agar hubungan kultural di antara para saudara serahim di Pasifik ini bisa kita rajut kembali dan bisa dirumuskan langkah-langkah konkret untuk memperkuat pelestarian, pengembangan, pemanfaatan, dan diplomasi budaya, dan juga tentunya mendorong ekonomi berkelanjutan di negara-negara Pasifik dalam menghadapi tantangan global. Terima kasih yang sebesar-besarnya kami berikan kepada Menteri Kebudayaan Republik Indonesia, Dr. Fadlizon, yang dengan kecepatan pikiran dan tindakan bisa membuat acara ini dalam hitungan bulan. Sekali lagi tepuk tangan buat Pak Menteri, yang dalam kesempatan waktu kami sama-sama di Gedang di Polandia, ngobrol lepas waktu itu dengan Bu Enda, ternyata cepat sekali Bu Dirjen bisa dirumuskan oleh Pak Menteri dan dijalankan hari ini. Dan selalu saya tidak pernah lupa, saya punya sahabat Pak Tantowi Yahya, yang juga pernah menjadi Dubes di Selandia Baru, yang pernah juga membuat semacam ini tapi dalam tentu skala yang berbeda. Ini skala besar punya Pak Tontowi, yang dibuat oleh Dr. Fadlizon. Untuk itu pada bagian penutup ini, saya ingin menyanyikan satu lagu dari NTT untuk Tanah Papua. Lagu ini saya ciptakan bersama Frankie Sehilatua waktu kami keliling Papua 2006, menjadi lagu tentang Papua dalam identitas yang ada dalam negara Republik Indonesia. Tanah Papua, tanah yang kaya, surga kecil jatuh ke bumi. Seluas tanah sebanyak batu adalah harta harapan. Tanah Papua, tanah leluhur, di sana Buripka lahir. Bersama angin, bersama daun, aku dibesarkan. Buripka nyanyi bareng-bareng ya. Hitam kulit, keriting rambut, aku Papua. Ini Pak Ivan Nestorman juga salah satu juga yang kami sama-sama dulu bersama Pak Franky ini. Hitam kulit, keriting rambut, aku Papua. Biar nanti langit terbelah, aku Papua, aku Indonesia. Tepuk tangan dulu buat kita semua. Kita sama-sama Pasifik yang punya banyak kebudayaan. Dan kalau dari NTT lagunya khas Boleh Lebo. Boleh Lebo, Itanu Salelebo. Boleh Lebo, Itanu Salelebo. Bae sonde bae, tanah timur lebih baik. Bae sonde. Bu Emi menyanyi. Tanah timur lebih baik. Bae sonde bae, Pasifik lebih baik. Bae sonde Pasifik lebih baik. Terima kasih. Saya pikir dua lagu ini mudah-mudahan menyatukan pertemuan kita dalam beberapa waktu ke depan. Semoga Tuhan memberkati kita semua dari Kota Kupang, dari Nusa Tenggara Timur, dari Indonesia. Cahaya persaudaraan Pasifik kita nyalakan ke seluruh samudra, menghubungkan hati dan peradaban manusia. Saya pernah juga menonton film Moana, filmnya sangat Pacific Island, itu film anak kecil tapi bagus buat menyatukan kita semua, terhubung menjadi satu bagian dari Pasifik. Ayo bangun NTT, ayo bangun Indonesia, ayo bangun kawasan Pasifik. Ini saya bisa kami sampaikan, Tuhan memberkati kita semua. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salve, Om, Santi, Santi, Santi Om, Namo Budaya. Salam sehat bagi kita semua. Selamat pagi.
Thank you very much to Mr. Emmanuel Melquiades Alakalina for the speech. Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, I would like to also extend my gratitude and warm welcome to Mrs. Ripka Haluk, the Vice Minister of Home Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia. Selamat datang, Ibu. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue our program for this morning. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, to officially open today's event, we are greatly honored to invite the Minister of Culture of the Republic of Indonesia to deliver his opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome His Excellency Dr. Fadlizon, MSc.
Excellencies, Ministers of Cultural Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Resmi Fasu, Minister of Cultural Affairs of Fiji, His Excellency Mr. Balden Norman Nama, Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture of Papua New Guinea, Her Excellency Madam Choi Lin Yim Douglas, Minister of Culture and Tourism of Solomon Islands, His Excellency Mr. Michael Forrest, Minister of Youth, Sports, Culture and Citizenship of New Caledonia, ambassadors, representatives, high-level officials and distinguished members of delegation from Kiribati, Marshall Islands, Nauru, Palau, Timor-Leste, Tonga, Tuvalu, and Vanuatu, Honorable Vice Minister of Home Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Dr. Ribka Haluk, Governor of Nusa Tenggara Timur, Bapak Emmanuel Melquiades Lakalena, and also all Forkopimda, East Nusa Tenggara provinces, colleagues, senior officials from the Ministry of Culture of Indonesia and local government institutions, participants and curators of IPACS cultural residency in the field of music, dance, and craftsmanship from Eastern Indonesia and Pacific Island countries. Also Mayor of Kupang, Dr. Christian Widodo, esteemed colleagues, cultural bearers, communities, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. Shalom, Salve, Om Swastiastu, Nama Budaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, and it is truly an honor to welcome you all in the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy, or IPACS 2025 here in Kupang, the heart of Indonesia's eastern seas and the meeting point of the Pacific and Nusantara. Here, in this island of weaving and waves, we are reminded that the sea has never divided us. It has always connected us. Long before state borders and modern maps, our ancestors shared stories carried by the wind, exchanged knowledge and wisdom, building bridges of trust across the ocean. That same spirit of harmony across the seas brings us together today. We meet as a community of islands bound by maritime traditions and collective commitment to nurture as the living pulse of our people. The Ministry of Culture of the Republic of Indonesia is therefore very proud to host this gathering, where every nation brings a story bound together into the living tapestry of our oceanic identity. Fiji, I still remember my visit back in 2017, for instance, standing by the waves of Natadola Beach, the rhythm of Meke, the grace of Masi, and the beauty of Levuka. From Kiribati, we inherit the wisdom of Maniaba and voyaging canoe, symbols of dialogue, wisdom, and navigation. The Marshall Islands teach us through their stick charts, Matang, Rebelip, and Meadow, how knowledge, science, and spirit converge in the reading of currents. Nauru, home to Buada Lagoon, where nature breathes the life into the island, and traditional songs and dances echo the spirit of its people. In New Caledonia, the Kanak people bring totems and pillow that keep the collective memory breathing. From Palau, the great Ba'i meeting houses and storyboards have carved and archives wisdom. Papua New Guinea echoes with more than 800 languages, where the rhythm of kundu and the color of bilum speak of resilience. In the Solomon Islands, the harmony of are-are panpipes drifts between islands. Timor-Leste offers tais and tebe-tebe, threads of resilience and rhythm of kinship. Tonga teaches grace through the laka-laka and ngatu, embodies discipline and devotion. Tuvalu keeps alive the fatele, a circle of rhythm that unites the whole community. And from Vanuatu, the sand drawings show us how art becomes a way to teach, to preserve, and to pass knowledge across generations. These stories remind us of the deep cultural kinship between Indonesia and the Pacific as one great family. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, Indonesia shares this journey through two main narratives. First, it is no longer sufficient to describe Indonesia as a diverse country. It is a mega diverse country. We are home to more than 280 million people living across more than 17,000 islands, belonging to 1,340 ethnic groups. We are guardians of 718 languages, around 10% of the world's linguistic heritage. Eastern Indonesia is home to roughly more than 300 distinct languages, representing around 42% of the nation's linguistic diversity. Beyond biodiversity, this is a civilizational diversity shaped by centuries of interaction, migration, and maritime exchange. From Sabang to Merauke, from Yangas to Pulau Rote, we also hold a diversity of time, which brings us to the second narrative, Indonesia as one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. Homo erectus fossils in Sangiran, Trinil, and Ngandong dating back over 1.8 million years, representing more than half of the world's record. In Flores is here in East Nusa Tenggara, the discovery of Homo floresiensis shows that early humans already reached deep Wallacea, crossing open seas hundreds of thousands years ago. In Sulawesi's Leang Karampuang cave, we find the world's oldest narrative painting of 51,200 years old. And within the Liang Kabori, Cars of Muna in Sulawesi, cave art depicts boats and seafaring life. For decades, the dominant narrative has been the out of Africa theory, but these recent findings give rise to compelling perspective, a narrative we call out of Nusantara. It suggests that the movement of early humans was not a one-way route, but a web of crossings through multi-regional migration, where Pacific and Oceania serve as corridors of movement and navigation. They gave rise to the ancient Austronesian migration, connecting Indonesia with the Pacific through the Lapita culture and through the shared heritage of Melanesia, Micronesia, and Polynesia. Excellencies, distinguished, looking ahead, Indonesia and the Pacific hold immense potential to develop culture as a shared engine of growth through the strength of our cultural and creative industries, or CCIs. The CCIs contributes now $4.3 trillion or 6% of the world economy. Indonesia's own momentum reflects that strength. For instance, our screen industry is projected to add $9.8 billion to GDP by 2027, with jobs growing 14% annually. And by November 2025, we recorded more than 91 million cinema audiences, with local films commanding 70% of the box office. In cultural export, our wastra, including batik, tenun, continue to grow. Equally significant are the cultural institutions, including museums and cultural sites, that are continuously revitalized and transformed into vibrant public spaces, unlocking immense economic potential. In the digital era, our cultural strength lies in our youth. Nearly 30% of Indonesians are under 30, digital natives driving creativity and innovation. Similarly, across the Pacific Islands, about 45% of its population, or 1.6 million people, are under 25 years old. This young generation is our creative force shaping the future of culture, transforming tradition into innovation and heritage into opportunity. So, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, today the fabric of our cultural landscape faces pressing challenges. Around 73% of UNESCO World Heritage sites are at risk of water-related hazards, floods, storms, erosion, and the sea level rise. For us, island and coastal communities across the Pacific, this climate crisis is rapidly evolving into a cultural emergency on a systemic scale. It threatens livelihoods, sacred sites, and the continuity of cultural knowledge. At the same time, widening inequality limits equal participation in cultural exchange and creative markets. So many cultural practitioners and creators in island nations remain disconnected from the platforms, technologies, and networks that now diffuse cultural value and visibility. Our cultural potential can only be fully realized if we commit to cooperation and partnerships. Hence, guided by the spirit of celebrating shared cultures and community wisdom, Indonesia reaffirms the role of culture as a unifying force in the Pacific regions, a driver of sustainable development, and a vital force for regional cooperation. So this is why IPACS 2025 was conceived as a platform for collective action. Through residency, exhibition, ministerial dialogue, and plenary session, IPACS seek to strengthen cultural networks between Indonesia and the Pacific nations through sustainable cooperation, encourage cross-cultural dialogue, fostering deeper understanding among communities, advance culture as the post-2030 pillar SDGs, contributing to the global development agenda, promote inclusive regional diplomacy, position
Thank you very much. Finally, we have a big round of applause for all of us, ladies and gentlemen. May I feel the energy because we're going to see the procession of beating the tifa. Tifa is a traditional musical instrument from Eastern Indonesia, symbolizing the unity, strength, and also the harmony of the cultures. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the moment, we will invite all of you on the stage to please kindly beat the tifa together on my count, because we are going to see the official opening ceremony of the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen on the stage, whenever you're ready, we are going to feel the energy for this special morning. Ready? Everyone, in the count of 3, 2, 1! Congratulations! The opening ceremony of the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025. And once again, our event is now officially open! Culture Synergy 2025.
And now, to conclude this morning's opening ceremony, we will be serenaded by the beautiful voices of the East Nusa Tenggara Children's Choir, accompanied by a Sen art performance by Vina Chandrawati. The Children's Choir is a collaboration of the winners of the city-level choir competitions in Kupang, consisting of the 50 talented students. The 17 members come from Tunas Glory Christian Elementary School, who won the first place in the city-level elementary school choir competition in 2025. And another 17 students come from Giovanni Catholic Junior High School, who also won the first place in the junior high school choir competition in Kupang City. And the remaining 16 members are the winners of the first place in the Pesparani Children's Choir competitions at the provincial level of the East Nusa Tenggara. And these students represent the 14 different schools, 6 elementary schools, and 8 junior high schools in Kupang. And today, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, they will be presenting the 3 songs, O Ninanoy, A Million Dreams, and Under the Sun. The first song, Ninanoy, originated from Marasi, is Nusa Tenggara, and it tells about the heartfelt story of a father's love, hope, and sacrifice for his daughter. Though he knows that life will be filled with challenges, he believes that his daughter has strength and courage to face them. And the next one is the Under the Sun song, composed by Stephen Welly Noge, celebrates friendship and unity between Indonesia and the Pacific nations, a symbol of equity, hope, and also love that transcends oceans. And this song is a brand new song specially created for IPACS 2025. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to present to you, this is the Children's Choir and also Vina Chandrawati. Give a big round of applause.
Across the ocean blue, together thou apart. The wave are calling you. Friendship is our hearts beat strong together. Faith is strong together. It's you and I, it's you and I. Under the we sing a song of love, together every home. The dreams are woven true, peace in every heart. Our hearts beat together, faith is strong together. It's you and I, it's you and I, under the sun.
Rich and diverse culture are us. You and I celebrating shared cultures and community wisdom or synergy. Indonesia Pacific, Indonesia Pacific, Indonesia Pacific, Indonesia Pacific. To the west, north to the south, in every endeavor, we're stronger together, stronger forever. Under the from the east to the west, north to the south, in every endeavor, we're stronger together, stronger forever. Under the sun.
Once again, may I have a big round of applause for the Children's Choir and Vina Chandrawati. Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the opening ceremony of the Indonesia Pacific Cultural Synergy 2025. And now we'll have a short coffee break before we continue to the next agenda. And the coffee break will be served in the foyer area. And after the coffee break, we would like to please all delegates are kindly requested to proceed to the ministerial dialogue in the Timor Ballroom. The venue is next to this venue, and the session will be start at 10:15 a.m. And meanwhile, the other guests are welcome to enjoy the cultural exhibitions and performances in the outdoor area during the lunchtime. And the lunch will be served at 1 p.m. in the Harper Restaurant, followed by the plenary sessions at 2 p.m. in this ballroom. And the plenary session is open for all participants. So please feel free to join the session. Once again, everyone, thank you very much for joining this very special occasion. A very good morning. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa. Thank you. Kami persilakan kepada anak-anak boleh foto bersama dengan Bapak. Adik-adik boleh, kita akan foto bersama dengan Bapak Menteri, dipersilahkan. Silakan adik-adik boleh ambil posisi dulu, kita akan foto bersama dengan Bapak Menteri, dipersilahkan. We will have the photo session together with the children choir. Please. Mungkin ada beberapa yang boleh duduk di bawah. Adik-adik boleh mungkin ada yang duduk di area tangga, dipersilahkan. Adik-adik yang lain mungkin boleh di belakangnya, mungkin agak maju sedikit, silakan. Boleh pindah ke sebelah sana adik-adik, masih kosong. Baik, mohon ditunggu sebentar, official camera sudah siap. Well, Excellencies, we are going to have the photo session. The official camera will be in the center. Adik-adik juga boleh nanti melihat ke kamera yang ada berada di tengah. Kalau sudah siap saya akan bantu hitung. Bagaimana? Fotografer sudah? Oke. In the count of 1, 2, 3. Oke, one more time with the biggest smile. Boleh semuanya tersenyum ya adik-adik semuanya ya. 1, 2, 3. Baik, kita akan ada video satu lagi, mungkin boleh dikibas-kibaskan benderanya. Nanti sama-sama ya. 1, 2, 3. Adik-adik boleh lebih semangat. 1, 2, 3, suaranya mana? Thank you very much and have a great time. Thank you. Oh, satu lagi baik. Okay, we are going to have. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, terima kasih. Bagaimana sudah? Okay, everyone, thank you very much. Terima kasih adik-adik. Selamat siang, terima kasih. Thank you everyone. Once again, thank you very much everyone for joining the session. Kami persilakan untuk dapat kembali ke tempat. We would like to please all the excellencies to may return to your seat. Thank you very much because you are conclude all the sessions for this opening ceremony. Terima kasih adik-adik, boleh kembali ke tempat. Terima kasih banyak. And once again everyone, thank you very much and we will see you in the plenary session. Thank you and have a great morning. Thank you.